This YCN segment is brought to you by Lake Sunapee Visiting Nurse Association and Hospice.
Welcome back, YCN Sports Talk. Jeremy Stout, Brett Franklin. One final segment here before we head out, and we'll get to some local college sports. Dartmouth football finishing their season with a win on Saturday, but unfortunately couldn't get the Ivy title as Yale beat Harvard. And Dartmouth, though, finishing 8-2. And it was funny, the only loss that Yale had was to Dartmouth, but that was the only loss.
Yeah, and in the wacky world of the Ivy League, that's how it comes out to, right? Dartmouth picked 5th in the Ivy League in the preseason media poll, and for them to finish the way they did, I think if you're Buddy Tevens, you're happy with it. I know, having talked with him on his radio show, the Columbia game's the one that really keeps him up at night. If they win that game, they're a share of the Ivy League title, and they're sharing it with Yale. But overall, I think it's it was a great season for Dartmouth. Close games, week in and week out. You never know what you were going to get. But this, around this time of the year, Jeremy, when it's the end of the Ivy League football season, why the heck isn't the winner on to the FCS playoffs? This is insanity that the team cannot go on to the postseason. We're worried about classes. They've got exams, the Ivy League says. Well, didn't they have a bunch of exams this past week, and it was the last week of Ivy play? I don't get it. The Ivy League is killing their reputation and their brand, in football at least, by not sending their champion to the FCS tournament. Don't get it. Head scratcher, but that's the Ivy for you.
Well, at least they started the basketball tournament, and that was last year, the men's and women's
baby
basketball.
Steps, my friend.
Right, so they'll football next. And quickly, the basketball season, they've played a couple games. They play Albany tonight, who's 4-0. Albany looking good, looking strong. What's the Dartmouth outlook without, obviously, star Evan Boudreau? Going to struggle this year. But what's the outlook going into? Ivy play doesn't start for a while.
Yeah, it's losing Evan Boudreau earlier was a blow to this team. But you look at it, as a team and as togetherness, it seems like they're stronger than ever.
Right.
But that's a big body you're losing in the middle. And tonight they go up against an Albany team 4-0. They always give UVM a trouble in the America East, so it's going to be a tough one tonight. If they can keep it close, I think you have to be happy against Dartmouth. If you're a Dartmouth fan, if they win, then obviously you take that upset here tonight.
And that game, will be at 7 o'clock tonight, and you can hear that on the 94.5 FM, correct?
Cool FM, 106.7 FM, and 96.3 FM.
All right, Brett will be on the call for that tonight.
It's time for the Salt Hill Pub Picks of the Week. Salt Hill Pub, honest food, perfect pints, live music, now here to serve you in 5 locations.
All right, here we are with our picks, and before we get to our picks, update the record. The guest is 33-22, and my record so far in the season, 37-18. And I'm not keeping track. That is by someone else, so you know that's fair and honest.
That's fake news right there. I want to check the records.
So, Brett, we'll start off with the game that we talked about, the Thursday game, Thanksgiving. Kicking it all off, Vikings at Lions.
I'm going to go with Detroit on this one. Take the home team, and the Vikings, again, I'm just not ready to buy into it. I know they're having a great season. Case Keenum, a guy that's, was left for pretty much his career to be a backup, and he's able to come in and help the Vikings. But I think the Lions get it done at home in front of a national audience. I'll take Detroit.
Yeah, this is the game if the Vikings are for real, if they go on the road and win that game. But I agree with you. I don't think they're for real. I take the Lions. The second game of the day, the annual Thanksgiving game for the Cowboys, Chargers at the Cowboys.
Even though I'm ready to write them off and put them in the stick a fork in them category, I do think the Cowboys will win this one. Chargers always find ways to give games away, even with Phillip Rivers and his bolo tie. Give me the Cowboys.
Right, the Chargers coming off that big win over the Buffalo Bills, but this isn't a Buffalo Bills team. This is a good Cowboys team. I agree with you. I think they get the win there as well. So then we move along. Titans at Colts. Titans, this is one of those games on the road. If they're a real football team, they'll win here.
Jacoby Brissett actually hasn't played that bad this year. He's actually put up pretty good numbers, especially from a fantasy standpoint as well. But I'll take the Titans. Again, the Titans are a team that I think you look at it, they've been awful on the road, so that's one thing you worry about, but they should win this game, and they need to keep up with the Jaguars as well.
Yeah, it can't be that trap game where they go into the Colts. We saw Pittsburgh go into Indianapolis a couple weeks ago and struggle. They got the win. I agree with you. I think the Titans win that one as well. Saints and Rams, another big battle in the NFC.
Give me the home team in this one. I'll take the LA Rams. The Saints, I know they've been playing well since the Patriots beat them, but Jared Goff and company, they play better. Sean McVay is the coach of the year. Give me the Rams in front of maybe 1,000 people. Just kidding. Love you, LA.
I'm going to have to agree with you again. I'm going to take the Rams. I think they have a big bounce back week, and they beat the Saints there. And the final game, Jaguars at Cardinals.
Give me the Jaguars on this one. Is this the year they finally get to the playoffs? It's looking like it. And if they are for real, they win this game, and I think they do.
And once again, another test. You go on the road. These are the games you got to win if you want to be a playoff team. I agree with you. Looks like we got all the same. Great minds think alike.
Won't make a dent.
That's okay. That's okay. Thanks to Brett Franklin for joining us. You can catch him on ESPN Radio for the Upper Valley, 94.5 FM, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1, and then the replay on WYCX 5 to 6. Brett, thanks again. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
You too, my friend.
Thank you. Thanks for watching. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.